So it's interesting because the reason I founded OzHarvest was because I had a problem that I needed solving. And it's a little clue for any of your listeners who often think, how will I ever find something and what is it that I could do? Every single day, there are challenges that we come across. And many, many times, and most times we say, why doesn't somebody fix that? I have no idea why I chose to fix the problem that I had, but I did. And I'm very lucky and grateful. Not lucky, but grateful that I did.
We're lucky.
So I guess the problem that I faced in my event company was that every single one of my events had food. Food is a beautiful way to show generosity, to show abundant success, and it's about food is about sharing. It's about caring, and so every one of my events all had more food than was necessary because I didn't want anyone to ever leave and have to go and stop at a fast food place on the way home because they were hungry. And so I had a challenge that most of my events had food left over. So for many years, I didn't do much about that just because it was the norm. We were in unique and interesting venues that didn't always have a solution. So you would just throw that food away. Until one time I did an event that was so huge and had so much food left over that it was just unconscionable. There was no way I could throw it away. And so I piled it into my car and took it to the one place that I'd never been to but knew was there that served vulnerable men all hours of the day and night. And this was now 2, 3 in the morning. And rocked up there, knocked on the door and said, would it be helpful if I gave you some extraordinary food? And they said, you better believe it. And that act was actually, it was complicated, but this notion that I took the food and gave it to them and it was magnificently received and needed just kind of blew my mind. And so I started doing that at every one of my events. Until, I realized and reached a point that whilst I was looking for a little solution for me and thought I'd just stop my food waste, because at that time I didn't know that a third of all food goes to waste. I didn't know that it's costing our economy $36 billion. All I knew was that I had a problem. But it soon dawned on me that if I had this problem, others had the same